How are you? How was your New Year?
It was great, man.
I wasn't asking you, I was asking the audience.
Oh, right. Okay.
I hope you guys had a great New Year and great Christmas as well.
What's happening today, Con?
We're filming a music video for an acoustic version of some of Sarah Close's songs. Fun stuff. And this video is sponsored by Skillshare, so ta-da!
Hey Con, so I have an acoustic version of Almost coming out on Jan 10th. And I know that's soon, but I have this idea for it. I want to do something really simple, super dreamlike. I have this idea of like this white fabric backdrop. I'll send you some photos so you can see what I mean. Just to give it a bit of texture, and we just make something that's just really beautiful. Let me know if you are up for it.
If you can get hold of the background curtain you're talking about, I'll sort the studio out and we're on. Hey Jay, can I book your studio for the 7th? It's in a couple of days. I'm hoping it's free.
Yeah, it should be available. What time do you need?
I need it for about 8 hours. I want to start about 12ish and just like whenever we're done really. Like a video against the backdrop.
Okay, do you know what kind of backdrop you need?
We're bringing our own backdrop, so if you could just set up the frame and then that'll all be good, and then we'll hang our own backdrop. It's like a curtain.
Alright, cool. Do you need any lights or anything?
I'm still planning what I need right now, so I'll drop you an email or a text later on if that's alright.
Yeah, that should be all good, mate. I'll see you on Tuesday. I've got it all booked in for you.
Nice one, thank you.
Alright, no problem.
Bye.
Okay, I come with good news. I just got the backdrop. I went to the fabric store, talked to a friend who's done something similar. He was like, just get white material. So I got tons of it. Yeah, buzzing. It's going to look great.
So let's talk about the equipment that I used. I'm shooting this on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. The only lens I actually own for this camera is the 24-105mm. It's a lens that I've owned over 5 years and it's doing a solid job on every camera that I've used it for in the past. I was going to need a couple of accessories that will help me achieve this dreamy look that we planned all in the camera, because I didn't want to use any special effects when it came to the edit. This star filter creates points of light, like stars, streaking outwards from a central light source. This can make lighting within a scene take on a more glittering, glamorous appearance. This effect is produced by a series of thin lines etched into the flat optical surface of a clear filter. Another accessory I used was the orb prism that lets you create stunning effects by easily holding the orb in front of the camera lens.
We're actually in the same area where they shot Top Boy. Like, the market's down the road. Somerset House is round the corner.
You're the one that's on my mind. I've been running from myself. Things have never been the same since you searching courage to get up again. In an armful of a friend.
This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Why not make 2020 a year where you explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity with Skillshare's online classes? It's very easy to find a class on a variety of topics, but if you'd like some inspiration on what you could learn next, then there's a whole list of top classes to discover in each category that's curated by Skillshare. I personally joined a class from Film VFX that got me started on color correction in DaVinci Resolve. The lessons came in at a handy time as I wanted to learn more about color grading on a new software for this project. Also, Brandon Wolfell has a class with tons of advice on his signature style when it comes to photography on Instagram, so I'm looking forward to watching through all of that as well. Skillshare is incredibly affordable, especially when compared to pricey in-person classes and workshops. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month. So check it out for yourself and click the link in the description to get 2 free months of premium membership and explore your creativity.
So what we're looking to do is create some crinkles and wrinkles in our curtain, giving us more texture, more depth. Keyword for today's video shoot, depth, I think. Keyword, layers.
Layers. Do you guys want to make up your mind about the keyword?
Layers.
Layers?
Yeah,
I like
layers.
layers.
Layers, I like layers. We've added a little edge light in the back of the curtain. So Sarah, if you just move your head to the left.
I went to the right.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
The idea behind the curtain was I basically, when I listened to the final recordings of the acoustic versions of the songs, they bring a new element to the songs. You know, the normal songs are produced and, you know, a little bit more polished, and these are a bit more intimate, and especially for Almost Acoustic, it really brings across the emotional side of the song.
And so I wanted to just do something that was really simple, but you know, a studio in just like a white backdrop, I was like, no, I'm just not feeling that. And I was searching online for inspiration, and I saw just the textured background, and I was like, something simple like that.
I do a lot of behind the scenes videos with JJ. I think that was like the best explanation ever that could have come on camera.
I did try.
Whenever I film with JJ, he's like, yeah, just off. Oh, I like the warm light.
I like the warm light too.
Let's go with the warm appeal. Yeah.
With our lights all set, it was time to shoot. But there was another camera trick that would help us achieve a more graceful performance. We shot the music video at double of its original speed.
Camera speed in and playback.
I don't want to phone start back in the place again. Close the break and I'll see you better office friends. Cause we can.
Later on in the edit, we slow down the video by 50%, and this way we get a slow motion performance that's in sync with our music.
Saying we're better off as friends. Cause who we kidding? I can never be a friend. I'd rather not pretend that it's cool. And now we see the arguments we've had. It's easy to forget how I felt when you really come back. But don't forget, we were lying in your bed. It wasn't how you said for a second.
It would be cool if we saw some movement in the curtain.
I'm gonna say it, Jay.
What?
I'm your biggest fan right now.
Yeah, no, right.
What a legend.
So let's try to stick that at the back.
So maybe place it by that stand, but aim it or like down the middle. I don't want it to open up a massive gap though. I think this will make a big difference.
For a second I almost got blown back then. Got lost in the moment, cause it was so windy. It's like a force 8 hurricane. When you turn that fan on, I'm falling over. Oh, con.
I prefer this version. I prefer it.
I came so close to giving up, walking away. That was such a big mistake. Oh, I almost told you I'm leaving. Then I found the reason.
Too much on one side.
Oh, skill to this, you know what I mean? You gotta be at one with the fan.
Almost.
As the backdrop was moving around, the light in the back was being spread around in different directions, giving us more of a dynamic shot. It's surprising how sometimes the most simple things can change up the whole video. I like to call these simple things ingredients. With all of our special ingredients added into the mix, the idea is you should end up with something nice.
And I came so close to giving up, walking away. That was such
Good job with the fan there, Jay.
Oh, you're welcome, mate. Anytime.
So we finished up a ton of shots.
Fair to say.
Don't know what I'm doing. Don't have a shot list. Usually a director has a shot list and you tick it off. You're like, cool, got my wides, got my close-ups. None of that today, I'm freestyling it. But we've got a bunch of shots on the tripod. I went like on a high angle, changed up the lighting a bit. Now, I'm gonna go freehand, so I'm gonna take it off the tripod.
I came so close to giving up, walking away. That was such a big mistake. Oh, almost so close to giving up, walking away. That was such a big mistake.
This video was quite simple to capture as we only had one look in the same location, meaning there was no need to spend time on changing the set and we could just keep filming the same setup over and over again. So just after being on set for roughly 5 hours, we managed to capture around 20 takes of the whole song that we now have to piece together. We shot the video on 7th of January. The release of the song was on the 10th of January. With other work commitments during my week, I only had a day to get this edit done and approved. Most times I find that a quick edit is based on how good your decision skills are. With so much good footage, it's sometimes a battle to make up your mind on what take to use. I believe that it's only with experience that you learn how to decide on for the best cut. For me, this edit had to connect with the song. I prefer to let some of the shots breathe, just so as a viewer you're more drawn into the emotional performance from Sarah rather than distracted by the fast cuts. After around 6 hours, my first edit was complete. There was a few minor adjustments that Sarah wanted to fix up.
I'm going to video this because I think it's easier for me to just say to you my thoughts as we go. I'm obsessed with this shot. Love it.
Almost.
Love it. Can we hang on it longer? Can we get rid of this shot here? Because it's so brief and I feel like I would rather stay on this longer. And then my next things I just wrote like love, 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 love.
In the moment,
Love this. Love it. Love it. Is it possible for us to just hang on this shot for longer? Because I feel like with my emotion in my face and like I'm building up a nice emotional story there, and I want to see the rest of the and now we're shining on her, on that face. Love this. Is it the same shot? Can we just stay on this shot? Love, 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 love.
I'm sure a lot of you will agree with me that it's great to have a client who knows what they want from a video, especially on a tight deadline. With the cut all done, it was time to color grade. Now, I'm still learning how to use DaVinci Resolve, but I had to go color grading on there. I was pretty impressed with the software and I hope to share some of my knowledge with you guys on it very soon. For now, I need to watch a few more lessons on Skillshare. And if you want to get ahead of me, you could do the same. Just check out the link in my description and have a go at some classes on Skillshare for yourself. And that's pretty much it. I'm actually quite proud of this project because I didn't have long to work on it and to turn it around. So to meet the deadline and still do a pretty good job on it, I feel proud. I'll leave a little teaser to the video here, but make sure to go to Sarah's channel, check out the full thing and give it a like. Give this video a like as well. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.
Close to breaking up, saying we're better off as friends. Cause who we kidding? I can never be a friend. I'd rather not pretend that it's cool. And now we sit here joking about the arguments we've had. It's easy to forget how it felt when you're looking back, but don't forget